Hi everybody, this is Stephanie and
Yentl.
And we are here to present Crafternoon for you. Today we are going to be making a rabbit stamp. So your image will look like this in the end. Our storytime theme this week is R for rabbits. So our craft kind of goes along with that. So let's present for you the materials that you'll need for this craft.
So you'll need 3 toilet paper rolls, if you have that. You'll need some paper. You can either do white or colored paper. We have both right here. You'll need a marker to draw on the facial features of your rabbits. We have some green one for the grass that we had in our drawing over there. And then we have paint right here. So you'll need paint as well. Paper plate, so you can put the paint on there and just throw it away when you're done. And some paper, newspaper on the table where you're working so you don't get paint all over it. Oh, and a hot glue gun. I'm gonna be using hot glue for one and tape too. We have a tape one and we have a hot glue gun one. So we'll show you how to do that.
Okay, so if you don't have a hot glue gun at home, like Yentl said, we'll show you how to do the tape one at the end, but we're gonna start out by doing the hot glue one. So step 1, you wanna show them the first thing to do? Oh, we also forgot to introduce our camera woman, Whitney. Thank you for filming. So can you get over her so they can see this? Yes. So you want to flatten your toilet paper roll. You're going to do this to 2 of them. And this is going to create the ears that you see there. So you're going to flatten those. And then once you get them flattened, you're going to squeeze them together at one end. And you're going to hot glue right down the middle of those 2. And hold them together until the hot glue is dry. Okay. Once those are good and dry, you're going to take another line of hot glue and put it right down that middle line, and you're going to attach your 3rd toilet paper roll. Okay, so once you have that done, if you hold it up, you can see that you have a rabbit. Now, what you might want to do while the glue is still a little bit wet is to tap it down on the surface so that all 3 of your toilet paper rolls are really flat and that they're all even, because this is a stamp, so it's not going to work well if your face and your ears aren't all at the same plane. Okay, so you can set that aside and let that dry. And the next thing that you're going to do is take one of your paper plates and you're going to squeeze a good amount of paint on it. We are using white paint for this one because we have a colored piece of paper that we're putting the stamp on. If you don't have a colored piece of paper, if you're just doing this on white paper, it's best to use any color that you want. We have blue, we have pink, we have purple here. Those are kind of Eastery colors, so we just kind of used something light and springy like that. So once you have a good amount of paint, you're going to take your rabbit stamp and you're going to swirl it around really good all over your paper plate. And you want to make sure that paint gets on every surface of your rabbit. If you're not sure if it's getting on it, just lift it up and have a look at it and see. If it looks pretty good, you might want to test it on an extra sheet of paper if you have one there. If you don't, you can just start stamping. Now what you want to do is hold it at a firm, you might want an adult to help you with this. Hold it at a firm, steady place. Hold it for a few seconds. Let some of that paint drip down and absorb on the paper. Okay, so there's the bunny. It looks really good. And the reason this bunny is so successful is because of the amount of paint that Yentl put on her paper plate. So on our crafts, on this one, I made 4 bunnies and I named them after all the librarians in the youth services department. So we have Robin, Ophelia, Kelsey, and Debbie. Now, you might want to, at your home, make a craft with enough bunnies to get all of the members of your family. So for example, if you have a family of 4, you might only do 4 bunnies. But if you have a family of 7, you might try and fit 7 bunnies on a piece of paper. Okay, so once your bunny is dry, you can set that aside. And you have all the bunnies stamped, it's going to look like this. You're going to set it aside for about 20 minutes to an hour. Let the paint dry really good. As you can tell on this one, my stamp didn't get all the way on every part, but I think it looks okay. Then you can take a black marker and color in some bunny faces. You could also leave your bunny faces blank if you prefer. Okay, and then I went ahead with the green marker before I did the stamping and I colored the grass. I did this before I did stamping, but you could do this after if you want. You could choose any color. If you don't want green grass, you could have pink grass. And then if you want, you can name your bunnies just like I named them earlier.
I can name these us.
So let's name them after all of our youth services assistants. Stephanie, Whitney, Chelsea, Yentl, and Anna. Perfect. Okay, so there you have it. It's your bunny craft that you can do very quickly in an afternoon. We hope you enjoyed this. And if you do the bunny craft, please take a picture of it and post it in the comments below so that we can share everybody's bunny craft. We can share them on our Facebook page. Thank you. You guys have a great day. Hi, everybody. I promised that we would show you an alternative way to make your bunny stamp with tape if you didn't have hot glue, and I actually forgot. So Yentl on our deck, and we're going to show you how to do this again. Now, for the tape stamp, you will need 2 people to help you, especially if you're a kid. You will definitely need an adult. So you're going to start out the same way. You're going to flatten 2 of your toilet paper rolls and get them nice and flat. I like to take a pin and kind of go over mine so they're really flat. Okay, and then have one person hold them together, and the other person gets a really, really long piece of tape. We don't need that one yet.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah, let's do yours first. Okay, so make sure that one person is holding them together at an end, and the other person can kind of wrap tape around the whole thing. You want to make sure that you're getting them. Show me the edge. So see how this edge is not together? If you want, you can take a piece of tape on the end there and try to get it nice and flat so that they stay together. And you can see I made my tape too long. I'm gonna fold up the edges, and that is, it's gonna hold my 3rd roll in place. Put that there. Okay, now I'm gonna take another really long piece of tape and just put it around the whole thing. so that it stays together. You might could do this conserving more tape than I am, so I'm not doing a good job. But okay, so there you have it. It's not perfect, but it's good enough. It'll make a great stamp. This is one that I taped together and used as a stamp, and it worked perfectly. So thank you for joining this last few minutes. I hope it helped. Bye.
Bye.